vote at their constituencies and their national. So you do national, you do constituency. Tescom, so I register our constituency. You go and vote there. So so I register our constituency. When I say what register our Ukruma, maybe our university, you vote in that constituency. So so at least without doing anything, we have increased the number of delegates now by about 30,000 straight away with no sweat.
Hong Kong increase,
I'm just giving you an example.
Okay.
So
okay.
Then we have pass officers starting from the polling station from 1996. That's when we started keeping proper records. 1996 or 2000. In fact, we had the album in 2000. Who's the album Brian Champion in the buy?
Okay. Brian the album.
What was the album concept in the buy?
I see.
So from 1996 or 2000, every party member from polling station to constituency to regional to national to national council will be a officer or a member of these 4 sections of the party. We a former officer Obetuaba.
Okay.
So what I say.
Okay.
Obetuaba. And with just this blanket, when you need to and now all former MPs starting from 96, Obetuaba. All former MPs. All former DCs starting from 96, Ebetuaba. MMDC. When I say MMDCs, on Betuaba. All former ministers, about 95 or 98% of our ministers are former MPP people. There's no 2 ways about it. So I say, Betuaba. All former
of I am a argument. This is first and then back on there to increase in the echo 5. Emma, a coin, still a secretary and a woman to weigh no Emma.
Because 5, we went from 80 to 800, for instance, in Tema West. Okay? We were about 80, and we went to 800. Secretary unstoppable.
A huge from 80 to 800.
Yeah, unstoppable. At that time, the name again said a Bessiano. Such as it. At that time, about 90% of the party members, if you say Bessiano. And see, other presidents, all right, a presidential election, they had the 2,350 as a 69.
And there too.
And to take a president, to elect a president.
To be a flag bearer.
To be a flag bearer. 2,000 about 400 maximum. And then near the Twaba. So what I say, we raised it to 110,000 with the amendment. Okay? When we increase the police station to 5, we raise it straight away to 110,000. We thought to say, Mumbisa Alansa Martinez and akufo-addo says Satam no Montesca.
Obianim.
Mumbisa, all of them are around. Now, the last election, it was over 200,000 delegates for presidential. Mumbisa Wam Alan Kennedy and Akufo-addo Baumia and Womanchesca.
Omutia.
Come Cheska. So we were say from 2,300 to 200,000, 100 times. Still one more Cheska. What makes you believe we say if you take it to 500,000?
I don't know. Maybe say because the idea be. I don't know. My dream says every a combo crash still as secretary.
That's right.
Until quite. On bet me a fast one secretary and memo no near.
Quite a bet me a fast one secretary and memo in the set. So what I say, everyone said Tema Central. You determine say, a deeper 1,000 they said to about. So what I say, that I'm using the old system. 1,000 they said to about. In the other 12 now, ballot box no. You remember one? You teacher on them. Now you the box are basically near the 3,000 ballot papers are good. 3,000 you choose so yes or no.
Yeah, Futu Afra.
Yeah, Futu Afra. So what you say? Engineer can say between 8 o'clock and 3 p.m. Obi abeba beto aba. Nje wo ba odo nsa tumu a wuyi yes a wakoto. Wuyi no a na okofie. 3,000 egum 1,000 per eneye ebetimi ayi.
1,000 ebetimi ato aba.
Betimi ato aba.
Because delegates near 1,000.
Delegates near 1,000.
Then so yes or no na ma acquire 3,000.
Acquire 3,000.
And to ba na you know ana akofie.
And this o twias kama amia. Seven koto aba ma bia me nim sa koto man ma yi no.
Ashe.
Jibi nto aba ma. Di washe. Jibi nto aba na ma to aba. Short here. So this is the raw suggestion.
And is anybody na adwene say obetua ma obi a na de ono anasem.
Only for 3,000 ko tua ma hwan. Obetua 3,000 na ma obi a.
Okomo obi a kan no na o me 1,000 na otua e bia 100 Ghana obechema ben 30 Ghana.
Okay. Obetua ma obi a omo ni
na. So dey about 30 Ghana ntis kakro na wachi no spreading e bia so obi a so.
That's right. Obebetumi ayesa. Ebinim so omo nye kra. So ati ase. We yes so an say a no and high and yes at the secretary see a tria and high and da kusinano
current one
kusi 2024 elections and the secretary is so abused to the extent he say your members no bufu say say na mu twetwe scam nkrofo ya nipa kakra bia o ma ene mo edura ba to no mo nkofa munye den mo nkofa mo mra no beto abama
nti aban kura ye nkoto
so I say but 2010 ye tieska ense ye to aba 2016 ye tieska ye to aba 2020 ye tieska ye to aba. But look at what happened in 2024.
Ebi no say nye secretary and can they say nipa ne je ode ha ne botom ba to how much obi hu so we so fridge we so TV
that is what I'm saying.
So we eno na
so
eno e be kan ho no na create
this is council ebi so na bi no 2,000 3,000
ebi tua even 9,000 ebi tua 10,000
sir
yes
for a year MP section
ebi tua 5,000
yes and these people who are crashing will call be show obe short as say na minyae so enje aware ye di be reduce no back no say the waka no say yes at the day of election no unim the obeto aba even though we have 1,000 delegates here and 1,000 delegates no ye di ebe ma ballot no 1,000 akoto no remember be 3,000 5,000 ndi bukwa mo be yi
wa be yi no ayi
wa be yi no akoto
say na contestants ni gina ho na o ma sound say tuma me na beje tuma
oyi esa
tuma me na be kire ho
suggestion ne ba na nga osinka ya we yes we are ayi na ba and the appear could be suggestion osinka we are
appear could be
yes osinka we are
appear could be suggestion
mo ya mo be yi ayi no yes no na mo akọ ebi at 3 o'clock nyama mbia 1 hour sabu me vote and yes oh so we the side ya
na say no you can bribe wo mo
and then my red Mexican my red you 1,000 hey papa no akotua so that's
we are na okoto
so we are how to implement it and get the people to go and select is the mechanics if you say so far no
the best
it's the best yeah
the best
reduce a very latest scanner say very reduces scanner to
because anybody 1,000 na yes or no ye 3,000 na odon satum we know a ukofie we yes a akoto a e be den so bi be na aju so be tues kama na akoyi no ano ende
okoyi no ano ende mfiaje kwa na ye 5,000 churches instead of 3,000 ye 5,000 agu to your chances of the whole thing is reduce the tendency to bribe. You are forcing
possible.
It's possible if you sit down and think about the mechanism. That's what I say. The raw idea is okay, but you think about the mechanism. That is the now I'm free party. Now,
dollar CD above form.
Dollar CD above form.
I dread 40 near Maso.
I dread 40 near Maso. So I'll take it from me chase more Casano. Then Crofocas port or a bind to tea or moniema, a bind to tea or
no kai.
That is ignorance.
I didn't hear.
obi obeka say bia no ye ignorant na say oka sa kwa say waba so che oniema so because aba no port ho no so what you say ejega aba no ye kan ban a port no the only thing ye kan customs so what you say the aka ni nyina nkwa sika o spending no port wo ni nyina nkwa ban ho eko gapoa eko MPS so eko standards board eko FDA on the mission. These are small shipping lines. These are small people organizational omuji musika enkwa ban ho. But the bulk of it no ekwa ban ho any duty no upia. Okay? The intimacy almost cancer ignorance that's what much sheda ne say. Aban no duty no calculate ma upia no. What is the value of the cedi? Every week about amount a new value for the cedi. Now previous that means Monday, every Monday or Tuesday, about amount a new value. And did the whole week, some value of the cedi to the dollar, and then I'll be you near man. And so I just say, in the young fan said, match only $100 worth of goods I buy. Then the dollar was 15 cedis. So a buyable value near man as 100 times 15, which is 1,500. So just here, or calculate here, details will be $100. The $100, no, they multiply 15 and what could be 1,500. Okay? What is the same material buy and there? Me no can say. I buy calculated the due to the 100 method no the calculated ya unya 100 in April no and March no and see sign and your duty of calculated in next year $100 and I buy this utia abova uti
cause
the $100 no rate I buy the using 12 cedis but they can't say say yes about 13 but me say buy one at the port no it might be about 12 cedis. Because the banks are charging 12.45. So what you say? The bank government are buying BBR below the bank rate. So and you no flow business, your agent to be a friend or bet me amount the current CD rate or we use to calculate duty. And the everyone say about 12 cedis. So first panel a ban 1,500 and then for the same item, the same duty, a ban 1,200 cedis. A ban the man so. And they are buying automatically. What is
because support dollar number from
dollar number
for the dollar they charge
or the dollar they charge. So what I say, and you what is so? And you want no more programs on go. I bought a advantage in the Amazon to me. It's
money be but importers na never. Obusa almost say buying tea so.
Or then because it's ignorance. Either so much than or more cancer.
Now what you been saying?
I'm telling you the system.
System no ne say. Every week, biano or more the rate ba. Based on the dollar.
Based on the dollar. That's the system. And this ought to another say, I buy entry in the man so port. Why? Meaning when you're
and only importers name you, much around 1 person better.
I believe we say, Omashada, and I say, Omoya politics. Okay? Because
now don't a chance say about from saying
that no, see that every week a banner is changing it. Every week. And this last week go to buy next $1 near 13. Then there about 12. A bunch in Nisikaso.
Well, what about a name of macra that damn name if you hold crafting or more?
I'm talking about the duty at the port, the money that goes to the government, the amount of the court are buying honor, are buying Achiso. Indirectly, are buying Achiso because you say CD rate, and what they calculated the duty. Because can be to be near the court. Say dollar na the buyer, the dollar rate remember. Say pound sterling na the buyer, the pound sterling remember. So what I say. So all the euro in the bar, the current euro in the amount. They are buying the watching the so. Now, I got the four, and as I said, it's a bad step like the falling out of the city. And more important. I got the four the idea. So it's just a matter of choice. Okay, because it happens the whole world. Baby, you have what is known as inventory. wakoto ma abigu wo piaka so I say what piaka it is a turn at this price next dollar no coffee mo the next batch of material na inventory now be generated and now be so the current one a lot of people will not reduce. It is not to be our shedder.
Say about for men chair. It's about 1-2 weeks.
That is what I'm saying. So I say, the next batch of inventory, you'll be creating, and no mum, and I'll bet me at this, and you'll bet me pricing less than what you are selling now. So, but exporters, this time, so exporters and also, Omoniama Becoso. So I say, Ubia or exporting Bibia, Kobe, Abrichibiano, who talk. My dear, and ne, last week said yeah, and I said last month, dollar na price na the no. So I say, dollar no, $50, and they try ya be 60, and I say 55. So because oba see the dollar no mamia menya less CDs. Yeah, me the cover.
Mammy Tias, but I could be say more dollars, but the answer near my crown, the euro necra. And Vivia more the dollar they determine, the euro crown, euro prices no far from Europe near the and no one to say.
And I make us say, they are all kind of, and that's neither here nor there. Because we have the euro to cedi, we have the euro to pound, we have the euro to dollar, we have the euro to the dollar to the Chinese yen. So I say the currency BR used to be on it. There's a rate. So that's the rate you have to do. And this is make crowd in dollars. There's a team in Yamasua. All crowd in euros. It's a South China Yamasu. So I say, and only you can at the moment you cannot blame any. You cannot blame any trader be on chain in Yamasu. Let's give them time. So I say, on the crowd near my bar. I think say, sir, Sikaya. I appreciate you. Your best sustain. And the various animal back scan so.
Cause
now, idea is shocking me. So intellectuals, so-called experts. I can say dollar noir. I depreciate you abanteno. I don't think that you see the appreciate you. Over. To me, that is a shock me. Because if society is there, I don't think that dollar is stable. You see, the annual stable. Answer that question. Time when you see the no air cost, we said another dollar cost. They are stable. The dollar was stable. So that argument falls flat. If you are an intellectual, you tell me, you tell me data. I'll look into your face and say you are not being an honest intellectual. Okay? So it has got nothing to do with the value of the dollar outside there. It has what we are doing here. You don't want to give credit to where the credit is due. Okay? That is why some of them are saying, oh, I'm buying by where I say, no. But we were kicked out of government because we said our government was bad. I'll only say the good things about what we did when people are making it differently. Now, the CD appreciation now is because of the system that we put in place. Okay? And I'm happy to say, about where to buy, what was so? In fact, we're amplifying with the establishment of the gold board. What's Shemukina with the gold board? Okay? The gold do not yet turn. Such as here. And your bills not yet tria. Your husband and reserves. And that is why the CD is appreciated. Yes. But that time, no, enough gold reserves.
Okay.
Say gold board, no, to me the year, remnants na no ho no na yentimi nya emeka normal one no enya beka ho a so tia se Bank of Ghana better more na yeah dey yenya a lot of gold reserves the gold reserves are a bit me buying a sustain here, you know. So the credit goes to the akufo-addo's government. Okay, and now make us say or start here no we buy no we must give them credit
Oma beto aso
Oma be shemu kna
ama sika mu
ayidu the media, as long as we are keeping this be honest na go born no fan koye kalabule
enji chesika
to say the samija vinu starting ye idia ebe boy
over me da say mama na me ho for just 1 minute cocoa break na nya kwan no cocoa no just 1 minute fe na fe yasan aba ye dan ye ho for a minute break e be san aba. Yama mo akwa ba busuafo na yento aso fa kwana sapon ya ba echi ya ba back
asabere na me kan
ya na wo kan dollar CD gold board ene yen ko giche sika na se de e koso no to aso ma me
yes ndi mi fi eno yeah the good from one I buy what be shimukena with the gold board no and then masikana because it started here near what 8 tons right at the moment we have about almost close to 32 tons
anymore
yes buy near about 30 point something the 1 ton account so what I say that 30 tons is over $3 billion and this offshore reserves na jama or mono so what I say now the gold we to come now the fact is that you bills no so a come and now Ghana so very fortunately no
and now bills when you kakra
I said about 2026 never started here so what I say and now because of we've had a lot of trade surplus p and trade surplus p no before trade surplus this year it is there because gold values near cocoa values near so what I say and these things combined less need for dollars that is my opinion and near my jaho and the and twasu na ma sika na stabilize na America for sika e koso wa abuchire because America for sika e kofem a ye see the no and sorry e the same one e nyina ho it has gone as far as I'm concerned as a Ghanaian from what I've seen and from history it's got nothing to do with the value of the dollar outside
I see. Another what can someone pay? Yeah, they himself dollar no said Trump and China for sikasem ho hihye ahodo awoye tariff for the to almost so ebino bubu afuni ade ye nyuso dollar ni bio kan ho bi na ma dollar na yemre ne bia be kan sa na nkomodie no koso.
And I say I'm not saying that and yes sir. Me say yes sir. To me it has got nothing to do with the value of our currency here.
Okay.
And we must give credit to MPP and Mahama. To Nana Akufo-Addo and Mahama. That's what it is. Okay.
Mami, and you are doing I am coming with some of my buy. What TV?
Mufa.
VB as I say,
one bassa medium 51 cha. What condemn would be a holy than ever. We are saint. Yadika crab who one on the mission. Cacrab woman who one was hey. Sasa said and Yamate.
Nadia, oh, yes, and from so be any so obi him.
They say,
oh, one.
Yet the one. You $20. You $20.
Tell me your questions and the second or the $100.
Oh, okay. You
$200.
Yes.
About bed, you mean $200.
Yes. And the baby so what I say, there's a lot of money there.
Yeah, good board.
Because Obia online CCBI so kwako register.
So of course I'm medium finance.
So call now register. And national service. Placement of national service require a bribe. Amufa. Placement of national service. The current administration a bribe. A free kodawa salary 700 cedis a month. Next all by now so on renew register where you man now go to gold I bet you are top $1 million a year. Obey am free.
Are you suggesting say was your bribe?
Definitely. That's what is happening now. Because if national service to be bribe what national service yeah. I don't see that money is a gift. It's a gift there. You have violated the man's code of conduct. Omisi ujia yeden report.
Na say nye ono na oji obi ono na eche obi ade.
Me say ono is $100,000 $10,000. No nim diske gun ka.
$10,000. So why then agrofo say $10,000. I
don't know. Say bia is bundle. Say bundle. The bundle no. What a bundle no all kind be. Bundle comes in a 10,000.
Okay.
And 1,000. a bundle of dollars is about 10,000.
Okay.
So what you say, and it's easy for him. So we be Chinese hard, very easy at where he is.
10,000.
Very easy. So we be Chinese hard, So what you say, empty. Sajedi pa. He should use of a Sami Jemfi as an example.
Opa, now you say JDM may use Sami Jemfi.
That's what I'm saying.
As an example.
As an example. You see, because politicians at times, a do stage Biana, I say, as semi a free bonnet.
Of a mammy so assembly. You buy a fourth republic, Himo. We, Penny Rollins, a scene chain as soldier buyer, obey yes, civilian. Oba President Kufo, or the bar Professor Mills, at the bar Ura Mahama, at the bar President Akufo-Addo, and the Mahama San Babiuya. Regime bear pana scandal womwa na ye dihun komose woma bokrono ampanso na eye no kre na ehefo na yes.
Well, I think would be NDC
2012 over.
Before 2009 to 2016.
Okay.
There were scandals there. Scandal be a bad baby.
Yeah.
So what I say. And
Baz branding, meaning, but now maybe be a see Cassia.
Yeah, I believe that
Baz branding, Vicky Hammer, nominee, Sada, Jida, ne,
right.
I suffer tone when some
and I'm saying, yes, administration is so fresh and Grofobek Kai, so what I say, Adim, Ubigrabaka Abedimu Cathedral, say scandal, PDS, a scandal.
No, I'm talking about not a five individuals. So say an individual way. That is some medium video by a home common there.
Oh, and they said definitely NDC will not match any other. Now, what will Muhammad do with this one? Okay, I'm going back. Ibiasida, you know.
The one here.
Do you know Kufo? J. Kufo?
Yes.
Do you remember zero tolerance for corruption?
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
Do you know the first person who should have fallen victim?
Sports minister.
No.
Yeah.
Deep MPP. Who should have fallen victim?
This is not answer for my phone.
No.
No.
Dr.
Anani.
No.
No.
Offensive MP. Apreku.
Kofi Kunadu Apreku.
Kofi Kunadu Apreku.
Now me can't say our textbooks should be on seven.
Debbie. He was using the government money to set up his political office.
Can story nature? No story, man.
No story. So I want to know your minister. So that I know you're in charge of free zones.
Kofi Kunadu Apreku.
Yes. And one man, the boys not a free zone. A used to free zone for Sika setting up his political, only the political presidential ambition was starting in Tempa. I think 2001 when I appointed and scandal no break here. So zero tolerance for corruption. I think Akufo Eyinadi. But you know Apreku at that time, who he was in MPP. Miwa. Okay? Do you want me Eyinadi? To me, and no a dampen for spirit, Yeah, zero tolerance for corruption. Apreku a dampen. I'm saying this because of that, a DCE at Tema, TMA, was also involved in corruption. Yeah, Esenka Kufo Eyinadi. But Oshese Apreku dia by where so what you say? Na Krashi the Abba, TMB Chief Executive the Abba, no Koyina. The net result is going to be very negative. Do Jaya Manikoema Yarashafo, Krashi, if you I think the second term in MC, first term no Kofuagin, second term no. So what you say? And the Muhammad is the same thing. Okay? So a person goes strictly according to the tenant in the code of ethics in there. Eso yi sami jamfiedi. It doesn't make any difference.
Threshold
it doesn't make any difference. It goes against the spirit. You see, the spirit of
amibo. Is it say sikano? You say aban sikano wafa. Ana sikana na odema wo abonten no ye aban adwuma e chese hin.
Ya pantu and say you go share dollars. That behavior is bad.
Okay.
It goes against the spirit of that and a code of conduct. So as I said, we know. Now look at the same Mahama. This young lady who said, I me power be $1 million.
Vicky Hammer.
This idea me pass you $1 million.
Oh no, because they didn't come on.
Anybody. What happened to her?
She was sacked.
Don't go to one she. Now be our show, be power which goes directly against your code of conduct. You have to fire him. Yes.
The banner no, the boy.
Yeah, fire him and bring him back later on. Let him go and reform. He can come back.
As the time be a scandal, no, I didn't be a. Could you do a precudia now? Cannot mention until I see a young one, son.
At that time, he was a young man.
Yes, he was a young man. He was a young man.
And he put his ambition ahead of him. So as a member,
I appear to be any deputy.
Let me, assembly by answer the idea of Jacobi. Last no catcher, Busan was offer, and Yam but assembly by Ansana. Yeah, didn't me call. But all the time, I thought that he was the person in charge. Until about 2 weeks ago. I thought that he was the person in charge. Now I'm over. Time no
Remember, come assembly, over 15 minutes to go, 14-15 minutes. Now make a young ones and in penny phone. I didn't attend the Anna quest a young ones, and I didn't
say, Ghana Hano, you who say politics, no, as the avenue to make money. So, dear Goma, na a nibre, a pesicanen tem, your more brabia, and the F4
Now, so almost on what the positions in Mao.
What was it? Say that is why the woman is such examples no my and say, what the Mayania?
Your Bobo Brapa. Such as a young conco pesicano and then watch ya. Your home for 4 more scano. They have worked for 30 years, 40 years, and son will show more wealth now more. Yes, you're near BBS. By the Mao, Yedima Kim, Yedima Kim. Or Pentamamia who's when yes,
right. And this young cracking the whipper. It won't stop.
But I mean, who is my penny Mahama? This time you will be a problem because young ones not those.
It doesn't matter. But we start. That's why we have to start the whip now.
No,
you send a warning to them. So now there's a new kick on the block. And yes, I you. And yes, I can't hear man. You giant patch, you have a patch out now. We have a patch on the giant. This time, and yes, I you. And you be extremely careful. And never bois. And my brother, so. Matters will be quite a petition. A man say,
yeah,
was you or some for $100 million, 100 million CDs. And I'm going we will try to do bar. Kakra can 10 million crack and go for people, and answer 5 million. What I mentioned, can go $100 million CDs there.
Well, so I say, if you are any human,
what's the also a secure lottery that has all credible information. But I strongly believe said that 100 million in there.
Dawson.
Okay.
Young was my chat one. So
I make a Bibia Macasa MPP. Yakike us. Okay, we were kicked out. Chased out of government. Because never POI, yeah. A month for crisis. It means school at the FSHS, free SHS, quite the buy. Yeah, flashy program. I'm saying, and to me, I'm my voice cry. Almost all headmistresses in the country, headmasters, a lot of them have voted against us.
Yeah.
Because the impression was, your mom told you, and the man colano, I had a, and yet any idea. I'm over. Do you know what is happening? 4 months in government. Yadi aduane yesi ya head yentono ya gifra ban nsem ne yadi head teachers and headmasters or secondary schools or
SHS.
high schools, SHS. 4 months into administration. Do you know what the government has done?
Koso.
Was he said the minimum we said the ban ye
Wako back.
complain na we na they said Ibra complain. Abano ajini nyina come back. Amufa.
Koso.
Abano come back. Engineer in Siampe and Wadiama head teachers, no? Heads of institutions, so Monto. Gary, Nkatia, soybeans, millet, maize, and beans. So, these are the only 6 items out of about 15 or so items in Amotono. Abayan Jinina back to the central government, which means MPP, we were doing the right thing.
I see a dunkati. I said, more person will be a security campaign time. More the Jumani in our mammo cronies. And a wake of fire, Meku, now we are confined into a mobile, and Nina Bema headmasters and head teachers. No, one say, or Masako Machi, aha, Nianamo and one way.
The same thing. I'm just saying that to prove
I don't know campaign politicians and penocreca.
No, just saying Penocrona, bad news sell more than good news. So just here. Bad news sell more than good news. I just give the example all the time. We did all their roads. We asphalted all roads in Asamankese.
Asante Asamankese.
No, Achim Asamankese. We lost the city. Obino pese yeme omo roads ma omo no. We me omo dia ma omo. And so we lost the city. Because bad news no na fire ho no.
Na doso.
So what I said, then kofo gi enu momu di esen adwuma papa waye ama wo. Look at what we did in Accra. Okay?
Nkrakwan dia mo ye bi papa.
But yes still.
There you no mo ane bi wo kra no mo san de bi aguso Westlands Legon na mo bi aguso.
But we lost Accra heavily out of the 37. We got only about 6 or 7. We probably got less than 7 seats in Accra. Okay.
6 seats in Accra NDC. Well,
I'm just telling you, said the bad news sell more than the good news. That was why you can't you see a man for Nanchi. And you see I ever koi and now who say be a send and do ye it been a market show see ye.
Omasha see a cream.
Short as I says you. Now move on.
Cause
me back party. Party. Reorganization. My name's Makana Wada. Say, as I say, blanket amnesty.
Emo biaba.
Emo biara. A free party out of his own free will. The party in the palm.
Agyapong can't say me. Be no one in the
I've sent this suggestion to both the chairman and the general secretary. I sent it to them long time ago.
Say my amnesty.
Say my unconditional amnesty. Unconditional.
I didn't hear.
Because you're the so I just here.
Oh, here nipa.
And you hear the paper say sorry. And the party will be big grandpa. Also your party will be bia and the check. So I just here. Sanka free party will now bar. As I said, 2 years. So I just here. And Sana be crowd me a contested as an MP. I'm a fast one, sir. Yes. Unconditionally, the you will not lose any membership in the party. Obia or voluntarily or free coin. Men can't say young cock, the uncle power much a woo, so woo free party. This bra. That is not what I'm saying. Party, they say, may be a medan. obia free party you call you bia no you are welcome. Obia party ni you wadi bia no you are welcome. So what you say party ni you wadi kra you are welcome. Automatically when you say you are welcome, I just said that agidi is then agu. So what you say obia party ni suspend you obia you are welcome.
Akufo-Addo Sapon is an embodiment of political philosophy. Anytime he comes on air, people become relieved with hope. If you have people like him running the affairs of the country, you will hardly get people placed at receiving ends. He's so balanced and devoid of evil. He gives credit where and when it is due. Akufo-Addo, besides everything, is also a great symbol of institutional memory and therefore an asset to the MPP and that of Ghana. Oguseku Adam for sending that one.
Medanase. Medanase.
Yakwakowie.
Some waka amnesty no.
Waka na mamen ma de ketua bi ma.
Hey, that ton the time.
One more ma boa e Franco Trading Enterprise phones papa fie main office no ada braka on Roxy Cinema de hwe animu. Oko online francotrading.com oni ma ni nyina wo ho. Kona fo ani ko hwe bi ba bi a wo no. But what they so be free 0555939311 0555939311 no mo direct to mo outlet ni bi wo de won ko to hwe krafo ani ko hwe bi na be hu se Ghana ha ye wo niema wo ha no mo a eye fe na eye fu Franco nko na wo to ade wo ne bi ni ho a 24 hours the next flight e ba na wo niema no e ka ho 0555939311 Akufo-Addo Sapon conclude ma mebre na so
amofa
to aso
we should a general auditor general so Bibi SC Ghana here.
Auntie Rose said, my grandchild is at Oyoko SHS since they went back to school after Easter. No food has been served them. Free SHS in a mess now.
Yes. Okay.
Mess, pa. Niaman kete bia, nipa bia, omuno, sheno, chire, nisu. Did you read that small book? Whatever President Mahama does with Sammy Jemfi will show his true character. We are looking forward to whatever comes out. Yo Yati, Sylvester Sari. This is the attitude of Ghanaians. It happens in President Kufuor's time and it happens again. I don't know what NPP should do since we believe the truth rather than the lies. Yati, also for Felix Mamena also was say. Penny says, so since when has making donation or giving someone a peg by a public officer becomes a crime? The court of public opinion is trying to crucify Sammy Jemfi just because the young man made a simple donation to a lady who asked him for money to buy fuel. A woman Sammy doesn't even know. This, in my view, is very hypocritical and must stop. In this country, public figures are harassed everywhere by citizens, especially in the public gatherings. Why are we making this an issue? Let's be careful the way we try to politicize even simple gestures which have almost become an acceptable social cultural norm. Text message, you know.
He doesn't understand where we are moving towards, in the direction that we are trying to move. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. The president brought that code of conduct again.
Good morning, Oman FM listeners and 2TV. Greetings to Sapon. I'm enjoying the show from Joe Ewa, Germany, Bremen. Over, me Brenna,
I'm over.
Yes.
Adia make say this government on try say obey. It has been with all governments from 1992, and that is Auditor General's report. Sika ye losing war. Ghana ha. Ya yemfanyade. You see, between 2020 and 2023, Sika Auditor General a body say SSA J every microphone 38 billion cedis.
Now then,
Yajimu only 38 point. Yajimu only
3 point.
No. Yajimu only 21 billion cedis.
I see Ajibi pa.
So about 21, I'm saying me figure you're wrong. A new 21 in it. But Yajibi. So what I say, Ajibi is about 12 billion or something of that nature. But what I'm trying to say is, Sasika we are CIGA. It's very close to the scanner of Jeffrey World Bank.
IMF.
I call it free IMF one. 38 billion. It's about 10 times or 5 times the money I call free. And this is only for 4 years old. Yeah, I lose from 2024, 25. So I become. And I'm buying when we have a government who is say he's going to reset the country now. So what I say. I hope to say one before we Mahama before we no one does. No one Busan who say a bad damn to me reduces idea we say. So that the next time we read Auditor General's report from 2025, so what I say. Sika Auditor General beka say enkrofo adia esese agifi wo mo no enru abeketu abi say yes sir Ghana ehia yenda because 38 billion in 4 years, which is 9 billion cedis every year is lost.
A conkrofo
buto 9 billion. Now this has been going on since 1992. All the governments are guilty because nobody makes any effort. Say, best stop sa idea we say. Yeah, we are bleeding ourselves to death.
But also, Sapon for coming, needing at the Kwabna Sapon or communicating with the new patriotic party production team. Yana Munina Masi, Elikem, Afi, Elda Kwesininsin, Sabatel. Wonomaka edamunyina amwase yankopon adom a ena akwakoye da for free ochina ya wanopa ebehia akra